Hi, everyone. Welcome and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Catherine Rocheleau with Ignite Leadership, and I am so honored today to have Debbie Hoffman. And Debbie has an amazing company called Power Up Your Follow-Up. And that's such a cool name. So, Debbie, thank you for joining me and welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here.
So obviously you work helping people with follow-up. That's pretty obvious from your title. But tell me about who you work with and why you're passionate about it.
So I actually cover when people hear follow up, they think of, following up with somebody, calling or sending an email after meeting them at a networking event. And so what I want to clear up or clarify is that the follow-up process is the sales process. It's the same thing. And I really teach the whole sales process. And I work with entrepreneurs, I work with coaches, I work with people in network marketing, I work with all sorts of entrepreneurs who are letting potential clients and income slip through the cracks because they don't have an effective system in place. Most people don't. And so I support them to create a step-by-step blueprint for their business so they can convert all those business cards that are piling up on their desks into clients, all without being salesy. And so my whole philosophy, Catherine, is about coming more from that place of service, coming from the heart, seeing how we can help people from that more feminine place, because we all have that balance between masculine and feminine. And I'm finding, I came from Wall Street, which was all masculine, right? And when I came into the entrepreneurial world, I was doing business the same way. And I didn't realize that in this entrepreneurial space, that doesn't work. And so I just kept hitting my head against the wall. I wasn't seeing success until I realized one day, and I had that aha moment that, it's all about building relationships and creating value for people and seeing how you can help them. And when I switched that whole, mindset, everything started to turn around for me. So I love to serve people who are more heart-based entrepreneurs. I don't do well, my ideal client is not a real salesy, pushy type person that just unless they're coachable and they're open to a new and better way, right? But if not, I work with more conscious heart-based entrepreneurs because that's what I feel I am, and that's who I love to work with.
Well, I love that because that's my target too, because if you're not heart-centered, if you don't want to be authentic, there's not going to be a really good fit. So I can definitely see that. And just with what I've, for the short time that we've known each other, I can really see that commonality between what you do and what I do. And the type of people we love to work with and who we like to help be better today. So tell me a little bit more about what are the common things that people do that are wrong when it comes to follow-up, and why is that so important?
So what I'm seeing, there are a few things I hear over and over again about people. It's like the challenge that they have. It's not so much that they're doing it wrong. It's more that there are just three things that they constantly say to me. And the first thing, because I ask, why are you not following up? And they say they're afraid of being salesy or pushy. That's the number one thing I hear over and over and over again about what stops people from following up. The second area is they fear being rejected. People do not like to get a no. And I always say, if you don't call them, it's already a no, and you only risk getting a yes from them. So why not reach out? And then the third area, which is what I've based my free gift around, is that they don't know what to say. People tell me they just don't know what to say when they call people, so they don't call. They don't even do it because they just feel uncomfortable. And so those are the three challenges I hear. And people say too, they don't have a system, they don't have a process, and they feel really disorganized. There's lots of other reasons, but those are three key reasons. Disorganization is a good fourth one. They don't have a system, they don't have a process, they kind of wing it all the time. They're not prepared for anything they're doing. They're just kind of showing up, and whatever happens, happens.
Oh, that's cool. So tell me a little bit more about your gift, because you're part of the JVology Holiday Gift Giveaway that's happening this week until December 22nd. So tell us a little bit more about your gift for everyone.
So my gift is 3 key scripts to power up your sales without being salesy. So what I did, I've never ever done this before. This is brand new. I created it just for this giveaway because up until now, only my clients have access to my scripts and templates. And I have like 60 plus templates and scripts, and I keep creating new ones for new scenarios that come up. But I took 3 that I think people deal with, that could help people because they deal with these scenarios all the time. So the first scenario is, let's say you were at a networking event and you met someone who you think could be a good power partner or JV partner for you. Like, what do you say when you call them? It's just a really, really great, straightforward script to make it about them so that they want to respond to you. The second one is a scenario that we all experience. So we've had a sales conversation with someone, a discovery session, whatever it is that you do to meet with someone who's said, yes, I'm interested in learning more, and you're getting to know them, they're getting to know you, and you're seeing if it's a good fit. And at the end, you make your offer and they say, I need to think about it, I need to check with my spouse or partner, I need to check my budget, whatever it is they need to check. Then they go MIA and you don't know what to do and you don't know what to say. And I've actually been invited into 2 different coaches mastermind groups to train on just this. Like, how do you follow up after a discovery session? Like, what do you do next? So this script is gold and will really be helpful for people. And then the third one is you go through that stack of business cards and there's a card of someone, you don't even remember who they are, you don't remember where you met them, and you're about to throw out the card. And I say never throw out a card, because there's always a conversation you can have with someone if you know what to say that feels comfortable, where you don't feel awkward. And that person could represent a great referral source. They could become a potential client. They could be a client. They could have resources for you. You never know what value is in that card. And so what people tell me is that they just feel like, if it's been so long, that they just feel really weird calling them. Like, they just feel guilty. They feel bad. They just don't even want to bother. So this script will really help with that scenario as well. And what I'm finding, Catherine, is that, oh, by the way, I also have a video that goes along with that to explain what scenarios, how to use it, just more information around, because we don't want to ever be reading from a script. We want to practice it with someone, an accountability partner, and then just have it as a roadmap to help you keep on track. But if you're reading from a script, people will feel it, they'll tune out, and it won't be very impactful. The last thing I want to share.
That sounds amazing. So thank you for that, because I'm going to definitely check it out. So you have one more thing. So tell us about it.
So it's just one more thing I wanted to share that I found out there in the world, that people are making everything else more important than follow-up. They're spending money on beautiful websites and, social media strategists and marketing and branding and Facebook ads, all this stuff. But if they're not following up, all that time and effort and energy that they've invested in all these other things really goes down the drain. So the reason I'm so passionate about this is because I see this as the missing piece for most entrepreneurs. And it's going to be really challenging to grow a consistent, thriving business without a follow-up system in place. And so that's why, I love what I do so much, because this is just, I can do this in my sleep. It's just my genius. And most people have never been taught sales skills or follow-up skills. They just haven't. And it's no one's fault. If people just don't know what they don't know about follow-up. And it's, like I said, it's very comprehensive. So I'm just grateful to be able to offer this incredible gift to everyone, because it's very practical. It's going to really help people when they're out in the world.
This gift is money in the bank for an entrepreneur. Absolutely. It's money in the bank. So you know what, out there, anybody who is not pulling in all the money that they want to pull in, I think Debbie's system is going to help you big time. So I know that I'm going to definitely look into it, because I know there's more that I can be doing in my follow-up. And I do a lot of systems too, but my follow-up definitely could be improved.
I hear that from everybody. It's like nobody says, I'm great at follow-up. Hardly anybody.
Yeah.
They're a statistic.
Yeah, so that is so cool. So Debbie, thank you so much for joining me. Definitely check on the link and grab Debbie's scripts, because I know that it is going to be the difference maker for you. So again, happy holidays, everybody. Thank you, Debbie, so much. And I look forward to reconnecting again soon.
Great. Happy Happy holidays, everybody.